My mother always had a sick fascination with practical jokes, entirely oblivious to time, place, or collateral damage. At my daughter's first birthday party, she slammed a forged paternity test onto the banquet table and sobbed a river of crocodile tears to my husband. "I know my daughter made a fool of you. I know she let you raise another man's bastard," she wailed, her voice echoing through the silent room. "But she promised me she'd change. Please, just give her a chance." Our friends and family froze. The air left the room. I scrambled to explain, begging anyone to listen. But who questions the tearful confession of a biological mother? Who assumes a grandmother would manufacture such a devastating lie about her own flesh and blood? My husband, completely shattered by the sheer weight of the public humiliation and the betrayal he thought was real, broke down. The pain in his eyes was something I will never forget. Before anyone could stop him, he stepped out onto the hotel balcony, and he let go. When the scream started and the reality of a dead body on the pavement set in, my mother offered a pathetic, watery shrug. "I was just pulling a prank," she murmured, wiping her eyes. "How was I supposed to know he'd take it so seriously?" My father and brother, standing on the periphery, scoffed. "If he jumped, he must have already suspected you," my father sneered. "Exactly," my brother chimed in. "If you weren't such a slut, Harper, a joke like that wouldn't have landed." Suffocating under the weight of my in-laws' agonizing screams and the disgusted glares of everyone I loved, I backed away. My heel caught the edge of the threshold. I tumbled over the railing, falling into the exact same abyss that had just swallowed my husband. Given a second chance, I decided it was time my mother learned the punchline to her own joke. A sharp, breathless wail ripped me from the dark. I bolted upright, my chest heaving, staring blankly at the crib where my daughter was crying. Beside me, Nathan rubbed the sleep from his eyes. He didn't hesitate. He slid out of bed, his broad shoulders casting a warm shadow in the dim light, and scooped me up, swaying gently. He turned his head and gave me that soft, lopsided smile that always made my heart ache. "Shess, just fussy tonight. Why don't you go sleep in the guest room? Harper, I've got her. If she wakes you up again, you'll be complaining about your dark circles all day tomorrow." A high-pitched ringing filled my ears. I let him guide me out of the master bedroom, my feet moving on autopilot. It wasn't until I stood in the hallway, staring down at the glowing date and time on my phone screen, that the reality violently clicked into place. I was back. I had woken up exactly 1 week before my mother, Diane, would casually destroy my entire universe with a single sentence. In 1 week, we were scheduled to host Maya's first birthday. We had rented out the sunroom at a beautiful local country club. The plan, in my previous life, had been to do a little time capsule ceremony, a moment where everyone dropped a written wish for Mia into a wooden box. But when it was my mother's turn, she had marched to the front and slammed down a manila envelope on the table. "Here's a wish for you, sweetie," she had said, leaning into the microphone. "I wish that one day, you get to meet your real daddy." I'd have been so stunned I couldn't even form the words to stop her. Diane had just kept going, adopting a tone of tragic martyrdom. "I can't keep this secret anymore. It's eating me alive. Nathan is a saint. H.E.S. the perfect husband, the perfect father. I cannot stand by and watch my daughter play him for an absolute fool." And then, she produced the fake DNA results. She painted a vivid, sickeningly detailed picture of my imaginary infidelity. She narrated a fictional affair, claiming I had gotten pregnant by a stranger and pinned it on Nathan to secure a comfortable life. The whispers had started immediately. Nathan, his face drained of all blood, had looked at me. He raised a hand, trembling, as if to strike me, but he couldn't do it. The betrayal was too immense, the public spectacle too suffocating. He turned, vaulted over the balcony railing, and was gone. And I, panicked, frantic, trying to reach him, had fallen right after him. Only after the darkness took me did I realize it was just another one of Diane's infamous ibscreakers. A joke, standing in the hallway now, listening to the muffled, soothing baritone of Nathan singing a lullaby to our daughter. The phantom sensation of the pavement rushing up to meet me vanished. In its place, a cold, crystalline resolve settled into my bones. I was not just going to save my family. I was going to force my mother to choke on her own poison. The week evaporated, and the day of the party arrived.